There's not many days off this time around. Let's give a little perspective on this now. Go back to 2009, if you've forgotten this. It's long ago for some people, John, not us. But 2009, the New York Yankees had a big three with CC Sabathia, A.J. Burnett, and Andy Pettitte, of course. The 2009 Yankees, with 3 starters, playing 15 games in 29 days, won a World Series championship. Now, you're talking about they had real horses then, but again, playing a month, basically, 15 games, 15 and 29. The Mets, if they get through in the wild card, Al Leiter, will start with you, could be playing 15 games in 19 days. 8 games in 10 days, wild card and division series, if they have to play them all, a day off, and then 7 out of 8 for the LCS. I know this is partially lockout-induced too, but the wild card was also put into, hey, let's get this series underway. We don't want to put the top seeds on ice, and kind of a disadvantage to the lower seeds. Hey, you made the wild card, too bad. Burn out your pitching staff, and your top seeds get a bit of an advantage. But your take on that run, which is especially difficult in the National League.
Yeah, I mean, as you were just showing CC with the 09 Yankees, I was thinking about 01 with what Schilling and Randy Johnson did.
You could really focus on
basically
the front
2 guys.
You and Mike Hampton, actually. If you had a front-loaded rotation, you could keep rolling out the big guys.
So, back to like you saying, hey, how cool would this be to just win the pennant and you go on to the World Series? Like that, no. But like this,
I get it. Yeah.
Like this kind of made, like, you know what? You have a number 4 starter. Man, reward that club for having the depth of the Dodgers or the Mets.
And using everybody in your bullpen. That guy that you never go to, your 5th inning guy. Nope, he's doing real work now.
We talk about often how, how September baseball used to be different with 40-man rosters and all that. Like, let's keep the playoffs where you got these managers and these front offices of trying to figure out how do we manage through and having the depth that's necessary that we had to deal with in September and August anyway.
Right. Xavier, what do you think?
I think that's why I think the tweet of Laura Albanese is interesting, because if there might be one team that has the depth in starting rotation, it would be the Mets. They would have the capability because you have a Taijuan Walker behind a Chris Bassett. Even if you needed a Cookie Carrasco, they have the deepest rotation as far as guys that can go deep in the games and give you some swing and miss stuff. But at the same time, I look at you've got to win the first 2 games. Like, there's no doubt. There's no easy road when you're coming out of the wild card. That first game has to be won. That second game has to be won. And also, we saw last week that it's not easy to just say, let me throw out my 1 and 2 against the Braves or whoever it may be. That you still might get beat.
Now, that's if you win game 1, you might do that. But is this strategy too cute?
Yeah, I do think that's too cute. I have heard that as a possibility. I do think it does feel like they are leaning towards Scherzer in game 1. That's not official. So I saw Buck's reaction, and I believe that it's probably accurate that they're going to save DeGrom. I don't see that strategy making any sense. DeGrom's still going to pitch 1 game and that next in the division series, whether you save him or don't save him, he's still going to get 1 game. It's a 5-game series, right? So he's getting 1 game either way, right? So I don't get that. I'd rather get that first series over with. One thing to keep in mind, I do think it gives advantage to the teams with depth, but not all these series are going the distance. So you might have more off days than we're mapping out here.
True. Or you could do that. Give me something on that. That's a very analytics new school of thinking, getting cute. Save your big guy for game 3, the deciding game, or you could get him game 1 for the next series. But you're getting kind of cute, Al.
Well, are we? I don't know. I'm thinking about in 2000 World Series with the Mets, Joe Torre held back Andy Pettitte. I think he was their hottest pitcher. And Joe always talked about game 3 being the pivotal. Obviously, if you're up 2, you win game 2. And, to be able to have that guy to either right the ship or really bury a team. I don't know how cute it is because, John, you said, no matter whether you pitch game 2 in this wild card series, you're going to get 1 start in the division series. So for what you said about the Mets, let's just stay on the Mets. Bassett, I know he had a clunker down in
But he's a good pitcher.
He's a good pitcher. Right. So if I'm banking, I'm not going significantly off the cliff. I win game 1 and I pitch Bassett. I either pitched whoever it is 2, Scherzer or DeGrom. You win or you lose. You got Bassett on Sunday. So it's either Bassett on Saturday or Sunday. And you have a chance to then get 2-0 and you either have a DeGrom or a Scherzer waiting game 1.
If you get DeGrom game 1 going into the division series, you might get him again going later on in that division series. Can't you get him again?
Let me see. If you get in the division series.
Because you'll have a day off after the second day.
You would. Your division, yeah, your game one
He can go on 3
I
days
think they
rest.
handle him with care.
Yeah, you can get
I
him
think
back.
they
Yeah.
handle him with care. I don't think they'll.
You
rush
realize what you're saying? You're saying you're not believing in momentum. I'm just saying you guys are ex-players, and you're telling me now
No, I'm not
you
saying-
don't believe them. You get a game one win,
I'm
and
not
you
bringing up
put
a-
your foot on their throat and eliminate those guys
If
with your
I was
number
bringing-
one, and you're not doing it because no, I'm going to hold him off because maybe I can use him in the next series. You guys as ex-players
All right.
are telling me that.
No, but if I was going to a AAA caliber pitcher, no, I wouldn't do that. It really would matter on the roster.
Yeah, Bassett's
I'm not
been
saying
really
you're wrong.
good.
I'm saying you're against.
He's trying to
type
think
right now.
about the logic that
Man,
they might be thinking about.
I hear Jim Leland in the back of my head right now. I don't manage it for tomorrow. I'm managing for today. I might not be here tomorrow.
I'm with Leland, but I do think Bassett's pretty good. He's actually been better than DeGrom lately, so it isn't that huge a difference.
You're getting front office wonky right now.